If you went to bed, oh boy, do you regret that. What a comeback. Daniel Camarena game 2.0. Padres down 8-0 against the Chicago Cubs, and they come back and win this game. Did I think that they were going to come back and win this game down 8-0? Heck no. Who in their right mind thought the Padres were going to do that? The way that this offense had been going this season, this was one of those, all right, this is just going to be a blowout loss. Darvish wasn't locating well. Avila came in, wasn't that much better. When he first came into the game, the offense just wasn't doing much. There wasn't great at-bats. And then that sixth inning, I want to say, comes, and Jake Cronenworth has an amazing at-bat, a 9-pitch at-bat. He homers foul, and then at the end of the at-bat, he homers there. Still then, I was like, okay, Jake Cronenworth, first home run of the year, whatever. I wasn't ecstatic, like, all right, here comes the comeback. Maybe I was thinking that jokingly in my mind, but I was not thinking that seriously, like, oh, here comes the comeback. You know, the Cubs, I don't think Craig Counsell was worried then. And then they keep fighting, hits after hits after hit, like right after the Cronenworth home run. Profar and I believe Manny attacking right after that. And it felt like that Cronenworth home run. It didn't feel like it in the moment, but when you look back at it, maybe the Padres dugout thought in the moment, like, okay, this is where, okay, we can start to get some energy here, get it going, because they weren't getting it going before that moment. And then Xander with the home run, and Merrill with the walk before the big Tatis home run. And shout out, I don't want to overlook the guys in the bullpen. Suarez, obviously, or Swarry, as Mike Schulte likes to say, as Schulte likes to say. And De Los Santos, after the Padres had that big inning, it was so important for him to have a quick inning there so that the offense would come right back and the Cubs could feel like we had like no breathing room, no time to just take a deep breath. And the Padres offense is right back at it, right back in the batter's box. That Nando moment, that is the moment of the season that will be remembered as the moment of this regular season. I don't think that maybe against the Dodgers, if there's like a big-time win against the Dodgers and like a walk-off moment there or something. But when you're down 8-0 and Tatis, he's wearing Tony Gwynn cleats, and he hits the go-ahead home run after they're down 8-0 to go up 9-8 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Like, you can't script that any better. Some were like, oh, he better hit something in the 5-5 hole. That's cool. You know what's cooler? Wearing Tony Gwynn cleats and hitting a go-ahead home run. That's cooler. And then his reaction obviously reminded me of that reaction when they were wearing the City Connect jerseys last year. It's pretty much the same pumped-up reaction. But, man, he is so fun to watch. When things are going well, he is so fun to watch. And the crowd that stayed, it looked like it was a pretty good crowd there down in the lower bowl that stayed through this game. I was thinking, like, man, this is torture the way it was because it was 8-0. I'm a diehard Padres fan, so I was going to watch the entire game. I don't care if it was 15-0 and they don't end up scoring at all in this game. I still was going to do a post-game reaction. But, man, am I happier that I don't have to talk about Yu Darvish's outing. I'll focus on that maybe in the podcast episode at the end of this series, but I'm not going to talk about that. What needs to be talked about tonight is this team battling back. They did not give up. It seemed like they were going to. The at-bats weren't that great, but that Jake Cronenworth at-bat, that just totally summarizes this Padres team tonight. 9 pitches, grinding it out. Sure, you hit a home run foul, but you keep battling in that at-bat. Wait to get that great pitch for you and send it out. This is not the Dodgers that they beat. The Cubs may not even make the postseason this year, but this is a game that you're going to remember. Xander Bogaerts, so many people, and I'm one of them, needs to be better. Getting on him, hits that home run to left. Hardest hit ball that he's had, obviously, this season. So huge. And guess who is on base for that? Jackson Merrill. And guess who is on base for the Tatis home run? Jackson Merrill. I cannot like describe how big of an impact this guy has had on this Padres team. The energy, the confidence, like the good confidence. You go 4 for 4 against the Giants yesterday and you don't care. You know, he was talking to the media earlier today, trying to be as respectful as he could, but he did not care because they didn't win the baseball game. He is such a, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win this baseball game. That's what I care about. And so happy to have Jackson Merrill being the center fielder, being a guy that this Padres fan base can wrap their arms around. Another one of them, let's not forget about Ha-Seong Kim, the ball that he hit to right. Now, the Cubs right fielder botched it, but still putting the ball in play, right? Walks, hits, whatever it was. The bullpen coming through thereafter, holding it down, making sure the deficit wasn't more than 8. What a freaking night. I mean, sure, you didn't have the Daniel Camarena grand slam off of Max Scherzer. There wasn't that moment, but I'm sorry. Tatis hitting the go-ahead home run in Tony Gwynn cleats, that's pretty freaking cool. What a night.